So back then, about 20 years ago, where I started, it's all about the requirements. It's all about specifying the requirements. It's about talking to the people, making sure you understand what is in their minds. I mean, there's more of elicitation or gathering, but then it's more of putting it down on a paper, and then making sure that you write loads and loads of documents, spend about good 3 months writing about these documents. And then it would take another 3 or 4 weeks to review. It goes through iterations, and you've got a document which is about, let's say, 200, 300 page on an average. And then when you actually bring it to the table, and then that gets analyzed, that gets looked at by the architects, the designers, they look at it, they actually have some idea what it is about. By the time the design and the development starts, after about roughly a year, you actually get to a product. And by then things would have changed quite a lot. So, I mean, that's a really difficult thing that we used to have as BAs back then. I mean, we used to have something called as FRS, functional requirements specification, business requirements document. I mean, they're all documents, they're all specification, loads and loads of writing up, loads and loads of the system should be able to do this, the user should be able to do this, this blah, blah, blah. So that's how we used to actually kind of write those specifications. And then those, as I said, they used to be really, really huge documents, very cumbersome to read. And no wonder the development and the technical people actually kind of hated the documents, going through the documents, because those are like this big, 300 page documents. And then we used to actually also do the request for proposals, and these are the pre-sale side of things, where we used to actually work with the teams, with the IT teams and also the business teams, to go through the requirements and then make a proposal or some response to the tenders and things like that. So I'll just admit a couple of them, sorry. So this is the kind of setup that we had. This is the kind of work that a typical BA like me would have done in those days. I'm talking about a good 20 years ago, but then we evolved with Agile, with the role of BA evolved, the kind of responsibilities actually moved, not just from requirement owner or requirement specification to that of owner of a product. So you're not really, there's a slight difference between a product owner and a business analyst. We'll talk about it in the next few sessions. And we'll also talk about the difference between a project manager and a BA, product owner and a BA, and also look at the different, roles that we have now in the context of Agile.